Breaking news. Wager Detective is quickly becoming a superstar on the rise, thanks to his unmatched analytical skills and powerful personal brand. Wager Detective's approach to solving complex cases is redefining the industry.
Hello folks, welcome back. We're going to get into this cap between the Phillies and the Cardinals. Today's August 22nd, 2026. We take a look at the Cardinals this year. Let's get into it. They're 66 and 64 on this year, 34 and 30 on the road. Having a decent year, but if you look at the Cardinals and the Phillies, they're only 5 games behind them as far as the win total. So they're just playing in a division with one of the best teams in the National League. So Cardinals still playing for something here. Phillies definitely playing for something. The Cardinals still alive in this playoff push. But they're 8 games behind the Cubs. When we look at them in their last 9 games, they're 5-4 plus 10 run differential. They're scoring 5.4 over their last 9 games to 4.2 against. They're hitting 244 in their last 9 games, 280 average with runners in scoring position. When we isolate to their last 3, they're 266, batting 266, and hitting 250 with runners in scoring position. So over their last 9 games, hitting very well. As far as batting average, it's going up over the last 3. And then if you look at the runners in scoring position, looking good too. You look at this team, Walker leading the team in all metrics, 291 batting average, 27 home runs, 96 RBIs. I love Burleson, Walker, Herrera's my favorite player on this team. I like Weatherholt, fabulous player, clutch player. Wynn, I'm not a big fan of at all. Church and Furman, decent utility guys. Blaze Jordan, good. They got a good team, good core. When we look at them in the road splits this year, they're 34 and 30, scoring 5.14 runs per game on the road this year with 1.22 home runs per game. Their on-base percentage is 33%, 403 slug with a 730 OPS in their road splits this year. So they're looking pretty good on the road this year. Good record, great runs per game, great on-base percentage, and great OPS. Just fabulous record on the road. When we look at them since July, they're only 22 and 26, but they're plus 15 run differential. They're scoring 4.4 runs a game since July, hitting less than a home run a game. Their batting average comes down a little bit to 236, and their OPS is 682. So not really a strong team since July, but even though they're -4 in the win department, they're plus 15 in the run score department, and they're scoring 4.4 runs a game since July. So not bad. Again, decent team. When we look at them in road Saturday games, they're 5-5 this year, plus 5 run differential, scoring 5.3 runs a game to 4.8 against. They're hitting 228 in Saturday road games this year, but 188 with runners in scoring position. When we look at their last 3 Saturday road games, they're 1-2, -2 run differential, still scoring 4 runs a game, but giving up 5.33 runs a game. They're hitting 252 in their last 3 Saturday road games, but the runners in scoring position goes down. Batting average goes down to 167. So good batting average over the last 3, and over the over the season, not that great, but over the last 3, good. We look at who they're going to see today. Andrew Painter, right-hander, 23-year-old. He's got a 2-8 record this year with a 6.43 ERA, 71 strikeouts with a 1.55 WHIP. Not the greatest numbers in the world. Young kid trying to find themselves. They must believe in him, that he's up at this level on this Phillies team. We'll see what he does today. We look at him on the year, 2-8 record, giving up 10 hits a game, 6.43 ERA, giving up 1.8 home runs per 9, walking 3.6 batters per 9 with a 1.55 WHIP. All those numbers are very, very concerning. I've seen this kid. He's got a good fastball. But when you look at the home runs you've given up and the walks you're giving up in 18, 16 starts, just not the numbers you want to see from a pitcher. They're seeing where they could put this guy. In his last 5 starts, the Phillies are 2-3, -13 run differential. They're scoring 5 runs a game for him to 7.6 runs against. The Phillies have won his last 2 starts. Painter in his last 5, 22 1/3 innings pitched with 8 hits, giving up 2 home runs per 9 and 4.8, almost 5 walks per 9. So the home runs, the walks over the last 5, not good. The wins did come against the Twins and the Cardinals, and the losses came against the Nationals, Orioles, and Marlins. So they have won his last 2 starts against the Twins and the Cardinals, but questionable numbers there as far as the ERA, home runs per 9, and the walks per 9. Just not that good, but they're scoring for him. They're scoring 5 runs a game. So we look at Painter at home this year, 1-5 record, 41 innings pitched. He's given up about 6.6. He's given up, his ERA is 6.59 in his home starts this year, 1.76 home runs per 9. And when we look at him this year, teams are hitting 281 against him at home this year. Against left-handed bats, small margin size, 299 average. When we look against right-handed bats, hitting 274 against them. So you look at the slash line against left-handed bats, he's only seen them a small margin, but 500 slug, 853 OPS, and then right-hand bats, 840 OPS. Just not numbers that you're really looking for in a pitcher if you're trying to win a game. You know you have to come out and really score to try to put a team away with Painter on the mound. And those numbers show. When we look at the Phillies, they're 71-58 on the year. They're 4 games back in the standings from Atlanta, and they are 36-30 at home this year. So they're playing pretty good baseball. This team is looking to make a push in the playoffs, and with what they're doing, they're only plus 16 in the run differential. And if you look at them against the Cardinals, they're only plus 7 run differential better than them. But they are playing 8-2 baseball over their last 10, whereas the Cardinals are playing 6-4. So Philly's playing a little bit better, but if you look at overall numbers between the wins and losses and the plus-minus differential in the year, they're pretty much even. I mean, the only difference is the Phillies are looking at making the playoffs and the Cardinals are on the outside looking in. When we look at the Phillies, they're 7-2 in their last 9. They went to Minnesota. They swept them in the Field of Dreams series. They beat the Marlins, swept them. And then you look up top, they lost to the Cardinals 2 games there in that series. So they're trying to get back. They beat the Cardinals yesterday 7-6 in extra innings. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens in this game. And look at their team. Marsh leading the team in batting average, 277. Schwarber leading the team in home runs and RBIs. I like Turner. I like Bone, Schwarber, Harper, Marsh, and Stott. They're all fantastic. And you got one of the best catchers in baseball. They could throw anybody out at any given time. So you need guys like that on your team. And Real Muto is that catcher, one of the best catchers in Major League Baseball. So you look at this Phillies team, solid. Schwarber, 37 home runs. He'll have over 100 RBIs by the end of the year. Playing solid. When we look at the Phillies at home this year, they're 36-30, hitting 256 at home, scoring 4.89, almost 5 runs a game, 1.33 home runs per 9. On-base percentage is 33% at home this year. And look at the OPS, 763. Just fantastic numbers with a 4.34 slug. That slash line is ridiculous. Very, very nice for the Phillies at home this year. And they got a winning record. They do good at home. They do good on the road. And since July, they're 23-20, scoring 4.6 runs a game. They're batting .250 since July with a 7.35 OPS. This team is playing fantastic baseball. Winning percentage, since July, 23-20, very, very good. And they're scoring runs. They're hitting the ball. Home runs, you like to see go up a little bit since July. You like to be over that 1 home run a game, but they're right there. 250 average since July and a 7.35 OPS. Home Saturday games this year, they're 5-5, plus 17 run differential. They're scoring 5.1 runs a game, the 3.4 against. They're batting .249 in Saturday home games this year. And when you look at the runners in scoring position, batting .241, very respectable, 19 for 79. Their last 3 Saturday home games, they're 1-2, but they're plus 1 run differential and still scoring 4 runs a game, 3.67 against. And they're hitting .259 in their last 3 Saturday games. But you look at the runners in scoring position, 0.97. That could jump up today with a guy like what they see on the mound today. Against left-handed pitching, which you'll see today, they're batting .234 on the year. A walk per game played, striking out 2.63 times per game played. Slash line looking like .234 batting average, 317 on-base percentage, 379 slug. And the OPS, you like to see a little bit better than 695, but very, very good for them against left-handed pitchers, in my opinion. They're going to be seeing Quinn Mathews today, 25-year-old rookie, left-handed pitcher. He's had a couple pitches, game starts in the major league this year. He's got a 3 ERA, 10 strikeouts, and a 1.56 whip. I've watched him a couple times. He's not a bad pitcher. He can walk, run counts high. He'll probably be running counts high against the Phillies today. And when we look at him on the road this year, he's got an 0-1 record in 2 starts, 9 innings pitched. He's given up 8 hits per 9 with 3 ERA, very respectable, a home run per 9. And he's given up 6 walks in 9 innings. That's a big concern. But he's striking out 10 batters per 9, and teams only hitting .235 against him. So not bad numbers at all, in my opinion. Very, very decent sample, for what he's doing. We look at his last outing versus the Reds on August 17th. 4 innings pitched, gave up 2 hits, an earned run, a home run, 3 walks, and 7 K. So in that game, he gave up 4.5 hits per 9. Decent pitcher. When we look at the bullpens, the Phillies got the 20th best in baseball. The Cardinals got the 23rd. I trust the Phillies bullpen a little bit more. When we look at the bullpen, both these teams did use pitchers yesterday. The Phillies used Duran for 13 pitches, Raley for 7, Miza had 19 pitches, Kirk had 23, and McFarland had 9. The Cardinals yesterday had Ferguson, who had 24 pitches, Brehul had 21, Gastelum had 21, and Grassoff had 8. If I'm looking guys out of the bullpen, you'll probably see Stanek. You might see Stanek. You might see Strzelecki for the Cardinals. I just trust the Phillies bullpen a little bit more. I trust Duran. Duran did pitch yesterday, but only 13 pitches. Raley had 7 again. Miza had 19. Kerkering had 23. And McFarlane had 9. If I'm looking guys out of the bullpen, you'll probably see Alvarado first. And they definitely can use Duran again if they need him. Duran will definitely be ready for this game. So I like the Phillies bullpen a little bit better in this game, just situationally. And if I'm looking at this game, guys, I know the Phillies minus 160 seems a little weird and not really that good. But if I'm leaning aside, I think Painter has the ability to work this offense that has some left-handed bats in there like Burleson. I think they could work them. So my call in this game, believe it or not, is going to be the Phillies minus 160 on the money line. And when we look at the over-under, 9 seems a little high. I don't necessarily think it'll get there. I think both these young kids will come out and pitch fairly well until we get to the bullpens and keep guys off balance. So my call in this game is going to be the Phillies on the money line minus 160, despite the fact that Painter's numbers look ridiculously bad. I just expect him to come out here today at home against a Cardinals team that's not really that great on offense. And I expect the Phillies to win. So that's my call here. Phillies to win the game, under 9. This is Wager Detective. It's August 22nd, 2026. Thank you for watching. Subscribe. And I love all my fans out there, present and future. And I'll talk to you soon. Let's go Phillies, and let's go under 9.5.
Be sure to follow Wager Detective on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok.